welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Anya and this is my January empties. I did want to have this up technically 2 weeks ago, but everything was sort of pushed aside because I was sick for like the beginning half of January and everything just got pushed to the side. Then I wanted this up yesterday because I'm filming this on Saturday the 9th of February, but I was not able to film it early this week because I had a ton of appointments and no spoons. So I ended up putting my declutter up yesterday and I'm doing my January empties today. I have a box here. I actually ended up finishing more products than I thought. The majority of these are skincare based products. I have a few Project Pan products that I'm going to briefly talk over. If you want to know more about how I feel about those, I talk more in depth in my intro and update because that's already gone up. But I do hope to eventually feature more makeup in these empties since I am planning on trying to use up as much of my collection as possible this year. I am on a low buy, so I'm only permitted to make one purchase or one shopping trip every single month, unless I run out of stuff for a category. It doesn't look like I'm going to be there with makeup this year. I might end up with mascara since I have only 2 mascaras that I really like and that work for me. The rest I am using up by layering. I have a lot of makeup and I don't need to buy any more until I can considerably downsize my collection. These are the stuff I used up in January. I have a packet of wet wipes here. These are from First Price and they are just a cheap brand of wet wipes. I have become more fond of using wet wipes for removing swatches instead of wasting a full makeup wipe because they are very expensive. So I just use wet wipes, and wet wipes are also amazing to have if, like me, you can't shower as often as you like. They're amazing for just cleaning your body and, in a pinch, washing your face. I have a micellar water here. This is from number 7. It's the Beautiful Skin Micellar Cleansing Water for normal to dry skin. This was a Project Pan use up and was gone very quickly. I liked this a lot. I'm currently, my favourite micellar water is Bioderma, but Bioderma isn't cruelty free. The one I'm currently using is from Garnier. Garnier isn't cruelty free either, but I needed something because I had run out and I needed something affordable, so I just picked that up and I do like it quite a lot. I'm currently testing the Burt's Bees ones. Don't like the scent. It works very well, so if that's not one I would repurchase, this is one because I do think number 7 is cruelty free, but I liked it. Another skincare item here and another Project Pan item is from Corez. This is the Mask Damask Rose Overnight Anti-Fatigue one. This is amazing. This is great. It's not the most moisturising thing I've ever put on my face. I do layer this with an oil when I use it, but it just makes my skin super soft in the morning and I just love the effect of this. But this is very expensive for how few uses I get out of this. I essentially use up one of these a month if I were to repurchase this. I'm not going to because it's just too expensive for what it is, unfortunately, but it's lovely. I finished up my Nip and Fab Glycolic Fix Daily Cleansing Pads. These held 60. I love these. These and the Extreme Night ones are my favourite. My skin loves glycolic acid and these I find just cleanses my skin, gives it a little bit of an exfoliation because glycolic acid is an acid, and just leaves my skin super smooth. It has helped diminish texture and keep breakouts at base. I just love them. A makeup item here. This is from Isadora. This is the Foundation Colour Blender in Light. It's a white mixer and I can probably scrape through maybe half a use out of this. I love this. This has lasted me for well over a year, maybe even closer to 2, and I like it a lot. I currently have a white mixer though, so I don't need to purchase again, but this is definitely one I would repurchase. It has a really nice thicker consistency, so I don't find that it waters down coverage, which is something that I look for. I finished up a moisturiser. This is the Ole Henriksen Truth Advanced Moisturising Creme. I love this. I was very so-so about this in the beginning because it's very, very expensive and I don't feel like it did more to my skin than what my current moisturisers were, which was the number 7 ones that I love. But I really like this. I've grown to love this with the Truth Serum, but I don't think they make this one anymore. I haven't been able to find it. The only place I've actually found it is on the Ole Henriksen website, but they don't ship to Norway. I am potentially interested in see if I can find a sample or a tester of what they have replaced this with to see if it is the same thing, because I liked this a lot and it smelled lovely. And I know fragrance in skincare isn't the greatest, but it was a really nice fresh citrus smell. I finished up a perfume. This is just a little rollerball one. This was the Illume Go Be Lovely Ty Lily perfume. It was alright. The scent didn't last that long on me, which is why I don't really like it, because it kind of just disappeared right away. And it isn't a rollerball, and my skin is very sensitive to fragrance. I can only use this on my wrists. So it took a while, but I just started essentially putting it on whenever, and it was gone. I have this, I apparently finished a bag of 80 cotton rounds, so that's that. I have 4 sheet masks and 2 single-use eye masks. The eye masks are these are the Masquerade All Eyes on Me Brighten, Hydrate and Firm. These are really lovely and I do like them a lot. And for the sheet masks, I finished a Skin by Camilla Peel, sorry, I'm trying to pronounce the name. Sheet face mask with an adorable festive reindeer print, which was a Christmas limited edition one. It was alright, not that fond of the smell, but the serum is really lovely. This has become my new favourite thing. This is the Serpent Glory Speed Plump Super Hydrating Miracle Moisture Mask. And this isn't paper sheet mask. This was, if I remember correctly, it came in 2 parts. So like a top part of your face and a bottom half. And it was more of a jelly consistency. I liked it. It was really hydrating. It was actually surprisingly comfortable because I thought they're going to be super thick. They're going to be difficult to wear and they're going to just slide down my face. But they stayed put. And I love the serum, so this is definitely one I would repurchase. The reindeer one I wouldn't repurchase. I have another one, and I may have 2, but they're not favourites. This is another one that I love. This is from Herborian Korean Skin Therapy. This is the Bamboo Shot Mask. I don't think Herborian, not sure how you pronounce it, is cruelty free sadly, but this is an amazing hydrating mask. And my skin just loves it. I've used a fair few of these in the past. This is one that I feel so about. This is also from Serpent Glory. It's the Fab Pore Skin Smoothing Pore Refining Mask. This has peppermint in it. And it smells like toothpaste. And it made me cry. My eyes are very sensitive. They're also very dry, so they tear up quite easily. But they always tear up with toothpaste. There's something in toothpaste that my eyes don't like. And this goes kind of close to your eyeballs because it goes around your face. And I was like, oh, this is gonna be too much. And my eyes started watering and I started to cry, and I just ended up letting them because after a few tears had fallen, they were fine. And it was a nice mask, but that whole thing of making me cry whilst wearing it isn't something I'm gonna be doing again. But it wasn't bad. And I think if you aren't as sensitive as I am to... Sorry, that was my medicine alarm. If you aren't as sensitive as I am to peppermint scents, especially if your eyes don't tear up instantly, it could be a good mask. I don't really think it did anything phenomenal with my pores, but I don't have very large pores anyway. It was just a nice feeling mask. I have my eye drops in here. These aren't really beauty related. I just keep it with my skincare so I remember to use it, and put it in here so that I remember to purchase them, and I did purchase another one last night. These are very expensive. These are the Sustain Ultra High Performance eye drops, and I wear contact lenses. I'm currently wearing ones. And my eyes, as I said, are very, very dry. I don't really know why. My optician told me some people have drier eyes, but I'm also on medication that can make my eyes drier. And I think that could be the case, but it's not so dry that I don't like it. But these are phenomenal when I'm wearing contact lenses to put in when I take them out, because my eyes don't like anything. And I also really like them if I'm having a dry eye day. These are phenomenal. But I really like them because they are contact lens safe, so I can put them in when I'm not wearing contact lenses, but also I can put them in when I'm actually wearing contact lenses. I don't have to worry about it messing up my lenses, which is good. I finished up 2 brow pencils. I finished up a NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Auburn. This is what is in my eyebrows today. I have a scrapey swatch there. It's a really nice warm colour. I can go through one of these a month. I'm kind of close to running out of my second one, but I have 6 eyebrow pencils from 6-ish different brands in the shade Auburn that I'm going to test to see, because these are a little bit expensive in Norway. If you don't know, everything is expensive in Norway, so what you see in the US as pricing, you can double it and sometimes add a little extra. But these are about twice as expensive in Norway as they are in the US, and kind of expensive if I go through one every month. it adds up. But I'm currently working through several different brands and colours that currently don't suit me in my project pan, and I have one from that here. This is from Makeup Mecca. It's the Brows on Fleek pencil in Ash, and this pretty much, I can't even get a scraping colour out of this. This pretty much exactly matches my brow hair, and I don't know if you can see this hair here is kind of grey. We can say grey. I am a natural blonde, but my blonde colour has darkened over time to where it right now is a mousy brownish grey, and it's just what it is. And my eyebrow hair are also naturally cool toned, they're not this red colour. My hair is currently dyed. I need to get it refreshed, my roots don't look good, in an auburn shade, and I love that colour on me and I think it works well with my complexion and I just like it. But I have a few pencils here that are in a more ashy tone because that fits my actual eyebrow hair. These fit my eyebrow hair perfectly. My eyebrows are more cool toned, and this is a very similar tip to the NYX micro brow pencils and to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wizzes. I think I have one in my drawer, I haven't used it yet. It's a very fine point and they're great for drawing on eyebrows. I draw with using the red one. The reason I think I'm using so much and going through it so quickly is because I have to fill my entire brow in to make it look uniform. With this I can only just draw a few strokes and just sort of fill in the sparse areas because this matches my eyebrow hair so well. I might end up dyeing my eyebrows along with my hair next time to get a more uniform colour out of everything, but this is okay. I'm just sad that Makeup Mecca don't have any brow colours for redheads. I finished the Burt's Bees tinted lip balm in Sweet Violet. It's a purpley shade. I didn't like this. This has also gone off. Towards the end I was just powering through to get as much of it out as I could before it fully went off, because I'd noticed it started changing consistency, became a lot softer, and it kept breaking, which kind of helped with using it up because the bits that fell off went in the bin. But I'm not that into tinted lip balms, but if you like tinted lip balms, they're not half bad. I also finished up an eye cream. This is the Simple Kind Ice Soothing Eye Balm. This is okay. I don't think this is moisturising enough for my eyes, and my eye skin, the skin underneath and on top of my lid, isn't necessarily very dry. It's just my eyes. But I feel like this wasn't moisturising enough. It was a little bit too sheer, but it might be good for someone who has more normal or oily skin, but it was alright. And then I have a few samples here. I finished a Clarins eye contour gel sample. Not that fond of gel creams for my eye or face. It just isn't moisturising enough the majority of the time. That was the case with this, but it was only if you use this I could use it up easily. This is a Ren Clean Skin V-Cleansed Revitalizing Night Cream. This was really nice. I think this may have gone off though, because I am trying to go through everything that I have, including samples. And this, I don't actually remember if it was this or if it was one of the other ones in here, but this was okay. I liked the consistency, it was really nice and moisturizing. I think it might have been, again, the case where it wasn't enough moisturising. This could have been good for maybe a day cream for me, but as a night cream it wasn't enough. But it was nice, but it's very expensive to buy full size, so I'm not going to. This is a L'Occitane Extrait Divine Extract. Don't read French, Anya, you can't speak it. It was a serum, it was really lovely. It smelled kind of nice, but it was what it was. I don't really like serums. I don't feel like they do that much for my skin, and it could just be that I haven't found one that works very well. I currently really like the Ole Henriksen Truth one, but that's about it. So I don't really see the need to buy any more. And the last two in here are from Vichy. These are the Aqualia Thermal Dynamic Hydration Light Cream, and the Idealia Life Serum. One of these was definitely, if not off, very close to, but I think I got maybe 2 uses out of each. They are fine. And I feel like that's the thing with a lot of samples. I feel like you don't get a lot of use out of a sample. And with serums and stuff, you would usually have to use it over a longer period of time than 2 days to see a difference. But they were okay to use the samples, but none of them blew me away enough to buy a full size. And that was my January empties. I am keeping a tally on my laptop because I want to see how much I can actually use up. And I used up 22 items in January, 5 of which were samples. And I'm also keeping the value where I can. Some items I can't buy in Norway, so I don't have the Norwegian price for it, such as the Simple Eye Balm that was bought in London 2017. And I have some here that, like this one, I can't find the price for, other than the price listed on the Ole Henriksen website in US dollars. But the estimated price is 1,331 NOK and 85 cents. So a lot of money. And I know that because this isn't a cheap brand. This is middle of the range, I would say. And then I have makeup, which you wouldn't think, this isn't very expensive. Neither are these two. These cost the same. But price adds up when you use up multiple things at once. This was actually a product that was more expensive than I thought it would be. But, and then there were these ones I couldn't find the price for some reason. And the wet wipes and cotton rounds are not counted. I could count them in, but I think it would be an extra 10 NOK for the wet wipes and 10 or 15 for the cotton rounds. I'm currently trying out some reusable cotton rounds. I purchased from an Etsy store. And I bought a pack of 10. I've used 3 so far and I'm loving them. They are phenomenal. So I definitely think I'll be buying more because I go through cotton rounds a lot when I take my makeup off. So I want to try and just, I don't know, not throw away as much as I do. So I just decided to try reusable ones and they work really well. But I am really happy with all of this. And I can now put the trash in the trash, which is good. I try to recycle what I can, so things like this and this I wash out and they are plastic trash, and everything else that I can will be recycled. Some things I can't, like this, with effort I could probably clean it and then dismantle it, but I don't have a lot of spoons or energy. And I don't want to push more stuff onto my sister or my mum because I want to do something myself. But I'm going to do my best at recycling what I can, but I'm really pleased I actually used up stuff. There's only 4 of the items were makeup items, so that's not a lot of makeup, but I'm hoping once I get more of the larger items in my project pan rolling that more of those are going to be used up, and I have a feeling it's going to come mid-year where there's going to be a bunch of makeup used up at once. And I'm excited for that because I have too much. But thank you so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you again for a new video next Friday. I'm trying to upload every single Friday. Good night, or goodbye, good morning, bye.